recency bias, but guess who is the leading candidate for MVP in the NFL? Yes, if you said Drake May, you would be correct. Standalone game, and everybody's got an opinion about the Patriots and the Jets. But for the Patriots, Drake May made it look really easy. Now, yes, are we going to factor in they're playing the Jets? But the Jets had won back-to-back games. And I thought that first drive, I'm like, okay, all right. Point spread's 12.5. And then all of a sudden, it ended up 13-point spread there. Margin, man, I'm always watching those things just because the number of times when they just nail it. When it's like, okay, the point spread is 12.5, and they win by 13. Dylan, congratulations. You had the Jets in the money line, didn't you?
I did, Dan, and that first drive was, dare I say, inspiring. And then it was very, very quickly uninspiring.
And I'm watching Justin Fields, and it dawned on me last night as I'm watching him of how easy college can be for certain quarterbacks at certain programs, like being the quarterback at Ohio State where receivers were wide open. Justin Fields was a really good quarterback at Ohio State. Like, he was athletic. He could throw the football. Had an unbelievable game against Georgia. And now you realize the difference between college and the pros because he's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. If your game plan is basically just spread everybody out and let him run, then he could be your quarterback. But watching last night, it's just not there. Meanwhile, Drake May made it look very easy. If you would have had him wear number 12 last night, now granted, he's more athletic than Tom Brady, but if he was wearing number 12 last night and you saw him in the pocket, you'd go, oh, they're showing old clips of Brady. Now, granted, the throwback uniforms, I kind of like the look of them. I was okay with it. Like, at first, I thought, somebody's in trouble. Whoever did the laundry is in trouble. Those are faded. And then I was like, okay. It kind of had a Civil War Union blue to it, I guess.
Yarmouth blue?
Yes. So I was curious how the Patriots would react as being a big favorite in a game you're supposed to win. But for Drake May, Patriots handled the Jets 27-14. New England's now 9-2. And I know some 9-2s aren't the same as other 9-2s. But they could end up with home field advantage throughout the entire AFC playoffs. Chiefs aren't going to get home field advantage. You still can factor in, Buffalo can win the division. But the Patriots' schedule is not that difficult second half of the season. And the West, they're beating up on each other. You got Denver and Kansas City coming up. But watching the Patriots, they're in great shape. I don't think the AFC is great. I think the NFC is top-heavy, better. But if you're the Patriots and a Patriot fan, you're like, okay, we can make a run at this. And I think it's probably the first time you watched a Patriot game all the way through. And you're probably going, I don't know who some of these guys are except for Stefon Diggs. And he had 9 catches for 100 yards. So that's the 39th 100-yard game in his career. The only active player with more is Devontae Adams with 45.
Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day.
Thank you, Ron Burgundy. Stat of the day brought to you by Panini America, the official trading cards of the Dan Patrick Show. By the way, Will Ferrell is doing a golfing series, or it's a series where he's the main character, and I don't know the name of it, but he got injured, and then they said they had to stop shooting. So I reached out to him yesterday, and I said, I turned my back one time, and look what happens. You get hurt. And he goes, I don't know how this became a big story, but thoughts and prayers to Will Ferrell for whatever his injury is, but he says that he will start filming again soon. Yes, Paulie.
Is he on the IR 4 weeks?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if
Variety's going to pick this up.
If Hollywood has like an injury list,
right.
Because sometimes you'll see these actors, they get hurt, like somebody will break a hand or something or a knee injury, and then they have to shut down for a while. Yeah, Paulie.
If you remember the Entourage movie, our friend Kevin Connolly, when they were getting ready for the scene outside, They were throwing the ball around with Russell Wilson and different players. He broke his leg. They had to medicate him and finish the scenes because they had tons of extras. And so he was all medicated in a few different scenes.
They had to medicate me to watch that movie.
A lot of cameos.
Yeah, too many. Travion Henderson had 3 touchdowns, and he is okay. How many rookies have scored 3 touchdowns this year? 3 touchdowns in a season. If you said 5, you'd be correct. Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, Cam Scattaboo, Ashton Genty, and R.J. Harvey. There were 0 rookies with 3 touchdown games last season. The last time you had 5 rookies with 3 touchdown games in the same season back in 2010.
Ow! Stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. This is the stat of the day.
Patriots have their quarterback. They got a running back. Stefon Diggs is on a team-friendly deal. He's got 2 more years. They got more cap room than anybody. They're set. They're set. Now, they had to, quote, settle for the 3rd pick, the 3rd quarterback in the draft, and they end up getting Mike Vrabel, who somehow was made available by Tennessee. The Jets were interested in Vrabel. Patriots swooped in and got Mike Vrabel. And just like that, the Patriots are back. And if you look at the division, the Jets are in a rebuild. Buffalo is kind of not as formidable as they've been before. And the Dolphins, who knows? Feels like they're in kind of no man's land as well. But the Patriots have won 8 in a row. Longest winning streak since 2019, which happened to be Tom Brady's last season in New England.